Today we'll talk on renal functions. This slide shows that renal functions are mainly filtration, reabsorption, secretion, and excretion. Now, this slide shows that basic structure of the kidney is nephron, which consists of Bowman's capsule, glomerulus, proximal tubule, descending loop of inlay, which consists of thin portion, ascending loop, which consists of a thin portion, thick portion, distal convoluted tubule, and collecting system. The second part in this shows the structure of glomerulus, where there is a macula densa and there is a efferent arterioles, which secretes renin and erythropoietin. There are two types of nephrons, cortical nephrons, juxtamedullary nephrons. 85% of the nephrons are cortical nephrons, which are main functioning nephrons. In juxtaglomerular apparatus, these nephrons, they are usually dormant. There are four main functions. Now in the second half of the slide, you can see filtration means whatever is filtered out at the level of glomerulus is called filtrate, and that is called filtration. Second B part shows you that there is a small portion is filtered and small portion is reabsorbed. This what is reabsorbed is called partial reabsorption. In C it shows that whatever is filtered is completely reabsorbed, means it is thrown into a bloodstream. Say for example glucose, which is completely reabsorbed in a distal convoluted tubules, and D shows in tubules there are something which are thrown out from blood, peritubular capillaries, like creatinine, urea, ammonia, etc. Now this slide shows you that in a proximal tubule, whatever is filtered out, that is we call glomerular filtrate. From that, almost 100% of glucose is reabsorbed. Small portion of sodium, bicarbonate, H ions, urea, which is reabsorbed. Uh, in this particular portion, there are some drugs which are also reabsorbed. You will have a major part of glucose completely reabsorbed. In a descending loop, you will have a reabsorption of water. In ascending loop of inlay, you will have an exchange of sodium and chloride. In a distal convoluted tubule, you will have an exchange of sodium, water, bicarbonate, potassium, and H ions. And this will be regulated by ADH, aldosterone, and ANP. We call atrial natriuretic peptide. In a collecting system, there will be small exchange of sodium and chloride, and there will be little exchange of urea and water. So we conclude that there are four main functions: filtration, reabsorption, secretion, and excretion. Now the function, if we put together, there is, we call a urine formation, which is because of filtration, reabsorption, secretion, and excretion. Kidney also excrete out waste products like urea and creatinine. It regulates sodium, potassium, calcium, and osmolality. It also takes part in acid-base balance by means of H ion bicarbonate. It controls water balance by the help of ADH. It helps in controlling blood pressure by means of a renin, we call as a RAS system, plus aldosterone, plus ADH, which also takes part in maintenance of blood pressure. There is something called as a renal clearance. It also produces erythropoietin, that is juxtaglomerular apparatus, which takes part in blood cell production, RBC, WBC, as well as platelet. It activates vitamin D into active form we call calcitriol, which will take part in calcium metabolism and bone formation. There is a secretion of prostaglandins, which will take part in vasoconstriction and maintains the GFR. In case of a prolonged fasting, it also takes part in neoglucogenesis, or we call gluconeogenesis. Finally, the main functions of kidney can be divided into regulation, excretion, and secretions. And there are 4 hormones which are being secreted: erythropoietin, active vitamin D3, renin, which takes part in blood pressure and electrolyte balance, and there's a prostaglandins. So urine formation takes place because of filtration, reabsorption, secretion, and urine formation. This ends my lecture. We'll have a talk on some other topic next time.